Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dragonlance Nexus Presents Dragons on the River of Time. My name is Ed McKeel, and I'll be your dungeon master for our epic journey into the very best of Dragonlance gaming. And yes, I'm saying we are the best. Maybe not. I don't know. I just want to start by thanking you all for spending your Saturday evening with us. It's very much appreciated. But enough about me. I would like to go around the room to introduce our players again. Let's start with Trampus. Who are you and what character are you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Trampus Whiteman, co-author, contributor, and such to some of the Dragonlance D20 books. Worked on the comic books for Legend of Huma for a bit. Excuse me. No, it's not the COVID. Anyway, I am playing MacGuffin, and MacGuffin is a Tinker Gnome. I'm using the Rock Gnome rules in the D&D PHB, and I'm using the Artificer class from the Eberron source book. So it said in there that a Tinker Gnome would probably use this class, so we're giving it a spin, seeing how it works.
Let's go to you, Chuck.
My name is Chuck. I am been part of Dragonlance for a few decades now. I enjoy reading about dwarves, hearing about the lovely sound of stonework, and long walks under Thurbarden. This is not the dating app site, is it?
I'd swipe right for you.
Oh,
That means.
Oh, brother.
I have no idea. I'm too old for that.
Hey, John, do you want to introduce yourself now? Did you hear me? Please.
Yeah, I'm John Ryan. I am the rules editor for the Nexus. I've been playing Dragonlance since the early 90s, since 2nd edition. And I am playing Erevan Moonwhisper, who is a Kaghanesti warlock.
Excellent. Weldon.
All right. My name is Weldon Chen. I've been a really huge fan of Dragonlance since nearly the beginning. I don't even want to even mention years. Been a patron for every Draconian that's been out there. But this time I am playing a Kender. And the Kender's name is Ari Haversack. He comes from a clan of Kender out there that are trying to stop Kender thieves, which I see seems to be a plague all over the world. So he's trying to do his best effort to represent, and we'll see what happens.
And last but not least, Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim Shiflett. I am playing Garrus, the Minotaur fighter. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've been a fan of Dragonlance since '86. I want to think, yeah, something like that. So a long time.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Okay, let's do a little summary. So in our first session, everyone started in Palanthas, and we were all called to the Great Library to analyze or take a look at a potentially evil relic of Takhisis. Not everybody came to the library, perhaps in the most honest of terms, because we had a crazy dwarf named Dugan Redhammer that kind of self-invited our fearless Kender and other dwarf promising to be paid 25 steel pieces apiece, which he has not paid as of yet. Yes, Chuck. You said it about 10 times during last session, which I feel like was a highlight. I've never seen such a dwarven paladin who wants money so much, but it was excellent. So while you were all there, suddenly the room darkened and then brightened up again, and the relic, which came out to be called the Heart of Drakart, which has something to do with using magical means to make draconians. Like you could take a draconian and make another draconian, make several other draconians, but they tend to be like, it's like a clone of a copy of a copy of a copy. Sometimes it's not going to be as good as the first copy. But there were a number of draconians there when the lights came back on. The Heart of Drakart was gone. You guys had a pitched battle. And then outside of the library, the Salamnic contingent had been attacked by what they said was a demonic-looking woman with red skin and horns and with a blue cloak, and she blew up a contingent of like 24 Solamnics with fireballs. Sir Robert, who was Garrus's friend, because Garrus had been in prison for the better part of a few months, was trying to heal people, but he ended up being killed. He gave Garrus his medallion of his medallion of faith. Woo! I know, medallion of faith. Bad deal.
That's a thing.
And yeah, right. And he basically said, hopefully this will, bring you good faith. So let's just go. Some of the highlights that I like to say that I thought were some of the coolest parts of the last session was MacGuffin shooting Draconians with what he called an acid blobber for when he was casting his acid splash spell, I think, or Gobber. Was it Gobber or Blobber? I can't remember, Trampus.
It was a gobber blubber.
Gobber Blobber? Okay.
I
He needs to
don't know.
trademark. MacGuffin needs to trademark that and submit it at the library for his patent.
Well,
Anyway.
he submitted it through committee through Mount Nevermind, where it's been sitting for the last 10 years. But I'm told any day now it'll be approved.
Another thing that I want, we've already mentioned Chuck or his character Tarns asking basically anybody who came to the room for his 25 steel pieces, which was hilarious. And then,
So is that going to happen now?
maybe. And then, of course, Weldon. Weldon, honestly, your session as a Kender was probably one of the best Kender I've seen in live game in quite a few years. So everybody's doing a great job. Ervin, you were patient last session because you kind of were traveling through time when you came back in and were plopped right down in the middle of a battle. And thank you for being patient. And then, of course, Tim, you just play a Minotaur that beats people up, and it's pretty cool.
Hulk smash. Hulk smash.
All right. So those were the highlights.
I like to watch the antics.
I do know that last session we were a little rough. We had a couple audio-visual mistakes, which we corrected. I, as a DM, made a couple of mistakes about attack of opportunities and skill checks, which I will endeavor to do better. And I know everybody had enough XP to level up. So does anybody want to just kind of say what their character got in their levels?
Stuff.
Action surge.
Cool. Yeah, fire.
Divine Smite.
You got spellcast too, bud.
And spells, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Took a couple of Warlock invocations and a new spell granted to me by my mysterious patron.
Which is the device of time journey, basically.
What?
Mystery.
Travis?
Okay, so I got something really fun here. So artificers get to have infusions. Basically, the way that they're described in D&D 5th edition is that they're kind of like prototypes for magic items. They're kind of temporary, as far as I understand. So, right now, I get to choose 4 of them. I guess I get to use 2 of them a day. I need to double check that. But, so one of them is an enhanced defense. So, I can give a +1 bonus to someone's AC. I can enchant a weapon to give a +1 bonus to attack and damage. Let's see. I've got returning weapons, so think Thor and Mjolnir. And then...
Meow.
I'm sorry?
No. Never mind. It was a silly Marvel joke from the Thor movie. Yeah, meows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be quiet now.
Repeating shot. So basically, You don't have to worry about ammo. You just keep firing.
Cool.
That's it.
All right. What about you, Weldon?
All right. Well, on reaching second level, I, as a rogue, now have cunning action. So for bonus action on each of your turns, you can take a dash, disengage, or hide action. So I basically can move double speed. Haha.
Cool. That is cool. All right. Well, let's pick it back up. So we had a few people. We'll do a couple of reminders here of kind of things that we all need to take note of. So, Tarn, you still have that +2 to any roll for 24 hours when you were rolling your Calentina dice and you got your good fortune telling.
Yep.
Let's see. Aravan gave to MacGuffin. MacGuffin, can I just call you Mac G? Like, can we do that to shorten your name? Maybe I'll do that.
I'm fine with that.
Anyway, so some of these weird draconians, which had red and black skin, which you've never seen before, they were all wearing this strange multicolored scale, the size of a fist that kind of like radiated all the colors of the rainbow. But you notice that when you took the scale pendant off their neck, they disappeared. And you were able to know enough, Aravan, that it seemed having to do with time magic, but that was as far as you got with that, and it probably is going to need some further analysis. I already said that Sir Robert gave Garrus his Medallion of Faith. Garrus, that Medallion of Faith does feel warm in your hand, and like it belongs to you. And as I've said on and off here, I'm going to push you trying to be a cleric, but I can't. I know.
That's not going to happen.
I know. All right. So the red-skinned lady with the horns wearing a blue cloak took the Lord's Way Road towards Temple Road. If you notice in the old city of Palanthus, the older roads are circular. Now, Garrus and I believe Tarn, you guys are outside, and you heard that from the two surviving Salamnic soldiers. Also, something Astinish, before he left the room, after he just kind of watched you guys fight and wrote everything down, he shared that Aravan is not in his own time and hails from another potentially fork of the river, which may or may not make sense to you depending on how well you know about magic. And he warned the elf to go back the way he came. He also said that the heart of Drakart was not supposed to be in Palanthus. He wrote down during over the last several weeks that the heart of Drakart was originally supposed to be with General Maranta, an Aurak Draconian far from Salamnia, and there's no explanation for it being here now. And before he left, he warned that the River of Time is off course, and instructed Aravan to find the woman who took the heart of Drakart to find his way home, and then he left. So you guys are currently split. 3 of you are still in that little library antechamber, and 2 of you are outside. So for you guys in the library antechamber, Bertram returns to the room, very nervous, and to let you guys know that he sent messengers to the palace, the knight's house, and the constabulary. So law enforcement will be on their way. And he keeps looking at you, Ari, and he's like, I don't remember letting you in here. How are you here? He just keeps saying nervously and wagging his finger at you. Kender are not allowed in the library.
How rude. What?
So, I do know that everybody leveled up, but if you got new spells, your spell slots, we haven't had a chance to rest, so you're going to have to take that time to memorize the spells on your new level, which is 1 minute per spell level, which you could do very quickly. 2 of you are actually still hurt. I believe Aravan has taken 4 damage, and MacGuffin is down 2 damage. And so Bertram summons a cleric that stays at the library. He's wearing the similar gray robes that all the other ascetics are wearing, except his silver medallion looks to be like a miniature open book. And he goes ahead and he casts Cure Wounds on each of you. Let me roll that to see where we're at. It's going to roll a D8.
So Ed, we still have our health potions then, right?
I don't remember if you had eaten them or not, or drank them or not. So Ari, you just got. Wait, who is? I'm sorry, Aravan, you just got 5 back, and then
Build up.
yeah, and MacGuffin. Ooh, that was the wrong dice. You got 11 back, so you guys are both full. So don't worry about it. All right. So, okay. Once you've been healed, he kind of starts shushing you out of the library. You 3, like, go, leave. Thank you for being here.
Wait a minute. Which 3?
Man, how rude.
Say again.
Which 3 are being shooed out? I mean, Ari and who else?
Ari, MacGuffin, and Aravan. You 3. He's basically asking you to go and leave.
Mr. Butcher.
Well, I'm not entirely comfortable
here.
so I will make my way outside.
Don't I know Bertram, or am I remembering that wrong?
No, you do know him, but he, all of this craziness has happened, and he's very protective of the library. People have died here. There's a statue which used to be a Baz Draconian that has to be removed. There's burns on the floor where pools of acid when a Black Draconian had his death throes, and also burns from fire. He's just not in a good mood, and he's having to clean up, and some of the other junior ascetics are already doing so, and he's just politely asking MacGuffin to leave. The other 2, he's just like, get out.
A lot of stuff just happened here, and there is like a boss Draconian right there. Does he have his armor? Does he have like his swords and weapons? Is there anything that we should investigate and find out anything to discover what's going on?
I believe all of the Baz Draconian stuff turns to stone, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know about the equipment. Anything he's got? Any clues that might align? Does he have one of those multicolored badges?
He does not. He was the only Draconian that did not.
Yeah.
And the only one that did, that you taken prisoner, Aravan had snatched off the scale, and he disappeared magically. So you've got some mysteries to deal with here, but you need to talk together, because also outside you've got Garrus and Tarn who were about ready to chase after that woman. Or are they? I don't know. You guys got to talk it out. I can't. I've set it up as well as I can. It's up to y'all.
Oh, I'll go out with the rest of them.
I'm outside now.
All right. And so as you come outside, you're seeing, 25 or 26 dead Solamnics that have been burned, from knights down to men-at-arms. That looks like some type of magical fire had killed them. And Garrus and Tarn are standing over Sir Robert's body with 2 surviving men-at-arms.
Are there clerics or hospital workers or whatever it is, people coming around to help the wounded?
So Bertram had done that. They would have that. The other 3 will have that information. They could share that.
All right. Well, I'm going to take his body and carry it wherever they need me to place it.
Okay. Again, no one is there.
Oh, nobody's started that.
Yeah. So they're on their way.
Okay. All right.
So at this point, I would say that Redskin lady probably has a 5-minute lead on you guys.
All right. So we know that she went down which road again?
She went up. She went towards she took the Lord's Way Road, heading towards the temples, which will, you could either branch off to Temple Railroad, or if she keeps going, it'll go directly by. If she keeps going on the Lord's Way Road, it'll go directly over. On one side, it'll be the ruined Temple of Paladine, which is being rebuilt. On the other side is the Temple of Takesis. Woo!
All right. Then I look at Taryn and I say, we must catch this demon woman and make her pay for what she's done.
I'm always up for a good fight.
I believe she went this way.
You lead the way, I'll be behind you. I'm short-legged, so I'll be slowly falling behind.
And I look and see who else is there that could help, and all I see are Kinder and gnomes and Elf. And so I just leave with the dwarf.
Hey.
No, I'm not like trying to leave him behind, but I'm not impressed with like anything that I see, and so I'm like, all right, come on.
They did fight in
Ari,
battle.
come this way, Ari. That trample whippersnapper might be this way.
All right, I follow a little bit of like insulted by that. Like, I came out of that battle completely unscratched, so I'm going like, what? Okay, fine, all right, you know. But I could do, if I can, the basic investigation for any clues.
Sure.
If I see anything.
What are you looking for specifically?
Anything that can identify, you know, pieces of equipment, anything that I can see that will help me identify, you know, the culprits.
So they, I don't know if they had told you. Do you guys take the time to explain what happened out here? All you have seen is like I said, 24 badly burned corpses, and you know, mangled equipment like that. You know, the multiple fireballs spilled. But
I guess I'm just saying, hey guys, wait up! Where are you going? There's a lot of dead bodies all over here, and I chase after them.
All right, Aravan and MacGuffin, you guys do.
I don't know what's up with them.
Well, apparently the dead bodies are not new news to anybody, so I will leave them to whoever is here tending them, and take my slightly hurt feelings because the Minotaur said that he was not impressed with anybody, and I can't blame him.
He didn't say it. He just.
I didn't have a good showing in that first fight.
We saw it in your face. Then again,
All right,
most Minotaurs look like that, so.
I'm going to switch us
Smell it in your fur.
over to the Polanthus map. And this map isn't 100% accurate because it doesn't have everything on it.
We'll put it on it. Come on, put it on
I'm getting there.
Are we going to get chase music?
Dun, 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 dun.
Is it really?
Dun, 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 dun.
We're like,
Bonanza.
Are we doing a Western now?
Hey, Travis,
Yeah.
can you zoom out on the map just a little bit?
No, I don't want to.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Please.
Since you asked nicely, let me see if I can.
Or just zoom down. Just scroll down a little bit.
Tell me when.
That's perfect. All right. So where you guys are going, you're heading. You guys are currently right here at the Great Library, if you see where my little red dot is. And you're moving up this road, and you're coming to this intersection. And you can go straight on the road, or you can take a left or a right. And you have no idea which direction she left. All you know is they said she was heading towards what you thought were the temples, but you're not sure. So what are you guys doing to try and track her down?
Is there any people on the roads?
Oh yeah, it's a busy city. There's people, foot traffic. At this point, it's about, we'll say it's 8 or 9 in the morning. So it's a busy area, and there's people back and forth. There's even some folks selling like with grocery stands, things like that. You know, like meat stands or charred lizards, whatever. Those types of things.
I was going to say, Tarn will head over to a meat stand to ask if they've seen the description of the person running.
Okay, go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Well, Tarn the dwarf.
Or you can intimidate if you wanted to do that. Whatever you want to do. Whatever.
He is a very
Nice.
persuasive. He's a very nice guy.
The dwarvish word for intimidation is also the dwarvish word for persuasion.
22 for persuasion.
22 is really good. They said, yeah, we saw some strange, crazy lady going up. She kept going up the road north. So now you know where to go.
All right. I don't want to
Guess
call
you're
you
leading the way
Minotaur. What's your name?
I am Garrus.
Garrus. Tarn and Ari's is right there. It's a Kendar. We gotta head down that way. They say.
Well, lead the way.
All right. I'll follow the direction.
Okay, you keep going. We'll say on that northerly circular road. Now you're coming up, MacGuffin, you're coming up passing close to where your shop is, to the Tower of High Sorcery, and also the Shoiken Grove. I mean, the road goes there. This part of the street, not a lot of people on. But there are a few people at that intersection where Temple Row hits Lord's Way. There are a few folks you can ask again. But again, you would either have to, same thing, left, right, or straight.
So I figure since I'm familiar with this part of the city that I might run into somebody I know.
Give me a perception check.
Let's see if I remember how to do that. I was reaching for physical dice. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's all electronic now, I know. All us old men rolling our plastics.
All right, hold on. Let's see if my Beyond 20 will work. Oh, wow. We are a persuasive lot. Oh,
Yeah.
70!
Okay, so you just went up to a rando person then?
So I'm just
Like-
okay. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. So
No, it's okay, but you can find someone, and your persuasion is well enough to say, we saw that lady. She was heading towards the temple of Takesis.
oh, thank you, ma'am. Here,
Hey.
here's my card.
So the temple of Takesis, it's not on the map, but it's on another map, but it's directly across the street from the temple of Paladin. I'm putting my little red cursor. It's this little building thingy here. I believe it's that one right there. Okay? So you guys end up heading that way, but before you do, you see that's an ostentious dressed dwarf wearing, a frilly shirt and he just looks like the fanciest, dandiest dwarf you've ever seen. Tarn and Ari, this is Dugan. So he's standing right in your way. I don't know who's leading. I don't know what. I feel like the Minotaur would be hard charging, and this dwarf just kind of shows up in your way and puts his hand up.
Yeah, I am not stopping for some fancy dwarf.
Oh.
Unless.
So give me a strength check.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, this should be funny.
Maybe. It depends. You never know. Ah, there we go. 21, my friend.
Oh, wow. All right. So you just kind of barrel this dude off, and this dwarf with the dark hair and the dark beard, he falls down on his butt, and he's like, "Hi, I'm standing here."
Out of the way.
I'll be stopping. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me help you to your face. Have we met before?
Boy! Hey. So he, as he gets up and brushes himself off, he tosses a bag to Ari and a Tarn. And it's jingling.
Hey.
Is this me money?
It's your money. Why are you making such a big stick out of it?
You said when I get to the temple, I get the money or the library.
And there's something special in there for you, me boy. You might like it. But anyway, I'm Dugan Redhammer for you other friends here. I seem to be thinking you're chasing a woman with the red skin and pointy horns.
Aye, you think right.
She entered the temple of Takesis for sanctuary.
What?
Her name is Pandora Kao. She's a strange one. I ran into her a while back. She's dangerous, full of trouble. Seems to be collecting relics of the Dark Queen. She was then, anyway. Long time ago.
MacGuffin, did you write that name down?
I'm looking around at these guys.
Pandora Kao.
Pandora
That is-
Kao. Okay. Don't worry, I've got that written down. I've got my notes ready.
Good.
Kendra has like all sorts of notes and investigations.
She's got the smell of wild things about her. Magic's best left forgotten and isolated forever. Some would call unnatural. Things I thought I'd bottled up long ago. And when he starts saying that, you see him just out of his pocket pull an obscenely large jug of dwarf spirits that wouldn't look like it would fit in his pocket, and he just takes a big swig. And he offers it to anybody.
We do not have time for this.
I'll take a
John,
hit.
do you know the way to this temple?
Where did you come
Hi,
back
it's right
from?
behind me. What? Did you get in? Did you see the object? She stole it, didn't she?
Oh, you got to
so
be
I
a
could-
little more descriptive than that. What object? People are
What
going to think that we are from another country. My gosh. People
Were
from
you
other
not
countries
there
are going to be offended.
To see some type of relic?
Yeah, so I explained to Dugan. Dugan, we saw a bunch of Draconians suddenly come in all over the place. That the thing called the Heart of Drakart disappeared on us. I think someone invisible might have taken it away. I don't know. But we're basically trying to find the woman who basically took it. And you're telling me you went in there. Are you telling me that we need to go in there? And of course,
You'll have some trouble going in there. But for the sake of Kryn, I'd say go in there.
I don't know if I can. I answer to a higher power.
Aye, boy. We know who that higher power. Did you look in the bag, boy?
I haven't yet. Take a peek.
You actually see a medallion of faith in there, and the emblem is in the shape of the hammer. But the coolest part of that medallion is usually where it just be a steel medallion. The hammer, the head of the hammer is like red, like almost like a coppery red.
I appreciate this. This is quite lovely.
Aye. You'll have to deal with the blasted priest, Darkwind. Pay his price, or you'll never enter. If I can help you out, I would. All I have is information.
I open up my bag. What do I see?
Just 25 steel.
Aw.
It's a bag of holding, though.
No, it's just you got what so many complaints about being paid.
Okay.
Every kid
You
should have a
promised
bag of holding.
Tagglefoot, whoever he is, and find out who he is and stuff like that. Will this actually help if I go in there?
So you're looking for Tasselhoff Burrfoot. That's the boy's name, and he's all over Anselon. That's his name.
Hoff.
He's the one that dropped the castle on the city.
Ooh, okay. He's the one who actually stole a castle? Wow.
Aye. When the blue lady
He's the
attacked,
one
set
that-
him on track.
Indirectly sent me here.
Oh, so you know him. Interesting character.
I don't know him. Briefly at a funeral, and he had an object that spoke to me, and when I touched it, I appeared here.
You're a bit depressing, aren't you? You want some joy spirits?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't think so.
Very well.
Be
Chase
right
her.
back, guys.
Find the item. You'll get home.
This part of your cart.
Yeah.
Garrus is just pacing up and down the street right now.
All right
Impatient.
then. All right. I won't hold you up anymore. Sorry for being in your way and you knocking me on my ace.
I think this is where you apologize.
I apologize that I hurt your ass.
It's all a good play, sir. Anyway, if you won't be in anything else, go find her, do your thing. I'll be around.
So we
And he
just
walks
go
up.
into the temple of like the goddess of evil and just basically try to find like
I don't know. Do you?
what's in there.
I don't know what the rules are. That's where she went.
Do you guys really think too much about the rules running all over the city?
Well, not the like game rules. I'm talking about like social rules. Like,
No, I know.
can anybody just walk into the Temple of Takesis, and why
Let's
would
go
they?
find out.
Yeah, let's do it.
Garrus,
Okay.
you lead the way. You look like the type.
All right, is everybody resolute on going to the temple?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'll grab my boomerang in hand, ready to whack somebody in the head with it if need be.
Like,
Okay.
she killed my friend. I'm going after her.
Fair. So as you walk up the road, on the left-hand side, you pass by the ruined Paladine's temple, which is still being built up, reconstructed. And as you pass it over on the right-hand side, you come upon an imposing cube of a building with long, steep stairs climbing each side. The sides of the building have intricate carvings with a design that, when closely examined, turns out to be a pattern of human skulls pierced by ceremonial daggers. This is the Temple of Takesis. So it's like this squat, square building that has, stairwells on each side going. That's what you see for now. Okay, so I'm guessing you keep going?
Mm-hmm.
So as you go onto the temple grounds, you notice the skies immediately overhead become overcast. And the wind carries a winter's chill. When you begin to climb the stairs, like, if you could imagine, all around you, you see sunlight in the city, except for a dark cloud right over the Temple of Jesus. It carries like a winter's chill when you begin to climb the open platform on the temple's roof. The carving atop the platform, I'm going to show you. Hold on. Oh, when you get to the top of the platform, you see a carving that looks akin to that. Oh, wait, let me move you guys over to the right place. Cool. That show up yet?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Taking a little bit, and I'm not seeing it on the. All right, cool. All right. So this is just the strangest temple you've ever seen. As you come up to the top side, you see an altar on the other side, and in front of it is a man. He looks to be wearing black. He has dark circles under his eyes, and he looks human. Brown hair, long or down to his shoulders. He's got a mace slung to his side, and his dark robes. He does have scale mail on.
Excuse me, sir. Pardon me, sir, but I have a very important question for you.
So you actually know who this person is because you've lived here long enough. His name is Cryan Darkwind, and he looks at you and he declares himself as that person, Dark Pilgrim of the Many-Headed Dragon, or Dark Queen if you prefer. And what may be your question, Master No?
How is it that the weather patterns are this way right above your temple? Is it something about this temple that affects the atmosphere above us?
Hail her dark majesty.
I
Her
don't-
protection is over this place.
Let's cut to the
That's it.
chase.
Enough of this. You were
Yes,
looking
ask
for
the
a demon
question.
woman who escaped into this temple.
She has
And-
red skin, horns.
Oh. Yes, the woman in which you speak, she did enter this
And
building.
not for-
She entered this building. She has Her Majesty's blessing, which I could say none of you do.
That's
She
probably
could-
not a bad thing.
And as you're looking, you see, other than the altar, you don't see any visible doorway or stairwell that leads downward inside the temple. You don't see it just normally looking around.
She murdered several Solamnics and stole an item from the library.
That's not any of my concern, sir. She has refuge here, and she has the Dark Queen's blessing, and she was able to enter.
So you're saying that right after there was a whole bunch of like really bad people attacking this entire city, tearing it nearly all down, like the Temple of Paladine over there, down to the ground,
Praise
and now
their
there's a
name.
whole bunch of Solamnics who are dead, that you are actually going to be okay with one of them who caused it coming here before an entire riot of like every citizen, of the entire city coming down on you? What? Are you sure this is like, that you're gonna actually defend this person? Can you give us a blessing so that we can actually go in and find her?
I
Other
kind
than
of
the
lean
young-
forward into the Kinder's ear and say, "I don't think this guy serves Paladine. You take a look at him. He's probably okay with it."
Other than her and you are the first visitors that have been here in many weeks.
If you are giving aid and shelter to a murderer, this temple will not last long in this city.
This temple has been here for hundreds of years, sir. This temple will be here for hundreds of years.
So I have a question. Are you ready? Where do the people sit when they come to mass?
Inside the building.
How do they get inside this building?
They enter by the Dark Queen's blessing.
And how do we get the blessing to go in?
Why do you need to go in? Simply to bring her to justice?
I don't need justice. I need information. I need to know why she did it.
Killed Solamnics?
Oh, took the
Seems to be the
device.
Dark Lady's will.
To steal the heart of Drakart. What is that about? Do you know anything about that?
That's a good question. Hang on. I'm going to see if he knows anything about that. Heart of Drakart, I know not what you speak.
Oh, you and your type. Do we just give you a few coins and you move to the side, pretend we weren't here, and we go through the door? We can do a favor for you.
Well,
I
I
reach
think
into
that
my
will earn the
bag,
Dark
pull out
Queen's
a coin.
blessing.
You want a donation? Will that actually give us Texas blessing? I just got a whole bunch of coins from this Dugan Redhammer. Maybe you know him.
You gotta
might
do
be like-
something vile to earn her Dark Queen's blessing. I don't think we want to do that. It's more
Yeah,
than
you're right.
reprehensible.
How about this? If you do a favor for the church, I will grant you access.
Deal.
I'm not sure that's okay.
Nope. Deal. For the whole group.
No.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Let me tell you. Let me be the first to tell you. He does not speak for us. He is the
Do you
need.
want to
Yeah.
get in or
Do you,
not?
ever, hear the story of or the old adage about never making a deal with a dragon, and this is the Queen of Dragons. So I'm not super excited about that.
Do you guys want to like talk amongst yourselves, or are you just gonna go play this one out? Just let me know if you guys need like a minute for. This is out of NPC character.
I tell this guy at the gate, this guardian I speak, there's likely to be violence inflicted if you let us inside. Surely the Dark Queen would like that.
Was that more of a Sagonis thing?
She has the Dark Queen's blessing, and she may enter. That is not up to me. You all do not have the Queen's blessing and may not enter unless I.
Hey, Ed, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since MacGuffin knows this guy, does MacGuffin have like any dirt on this guy?
I mean, you only know the basic information that he's the lead priest here. Not much really. They keep, the worshippers of Takesis or the Dark Pilgrims. They keep to themselves. You don't really. They occasionally you see people coming and going from the temple. Those who worship Takesis in a Solamnic, the jewel of Solamnia, Palanthus, they're not bringing their business out. So no, you really. I mean, you could make some knowledge checks maybe, but for the most part. You just have the basic information of who he is and what his title is. But, go ahead and give me a, I guess, would that be a history? Yeah, go ahead. They got rid of local, so just do history, that's fine. Or you can do religion, either one. I'll do religion, that works.
Let's see. History.
I would say religion might be better.
Well, it's the same either way.
Okay. Either one.
Boom.
Anybody can roll that. It would just be a higher DC because you guys aren't from Palanthus, or you haven't lived here long enough.
I don't know Jack.
What did you roll?
I got an 8 on religion. That wasn't really my strong suit anyway. That's all about the hooey.
Tarn, you've been here only a week, but you heard some whispers in the Church of Reorcs that recently Cryan Darkwind had something stolen from him, a religious object, and he's had bad dealings with the city's Thieves Guild.
I'm gonna give him a steel look. So, what you lose? You need us to get it back?
Will you get it back, Master Dwarf?
You can get it back.
Very well.
But I need more than just a blessing.
As far as what?
I need 25 gold pieces. That's what I work for. Steel pieces, that is.
I'll pay you your 25 steel
pieces.
Here is what was stolen. Return it, and you may pass. A talisman forged of dark metal that hangs from an equally dark chain. On it is a horned death's head skull with emeralds for eyes. I implore you, do not touch it directly or risk death.
That's why I bring a stick.
Anybody can give me an Arcana roll at that description.
Oh, well, you bet I'm going to give you an Arcana roll. I need
that was a pretty
decent
description. 7 won't do it. 4 won't do it. Hey, MacGuffin
came to play.
I know you did. MacGuffin, he is describing a talisman of ultimate evil.
So you want us to bring back your talisman of ultimate evil?
Well, when you say it that way, yes.
What do I know about what it does?
On a 25, you know a lot. Let me get in there. I gotta get the. I don't know why I look in books when I can just type it out right there in Die 20 land.
Because we are old school, my friend.
I know. I'm just
We
trying
use
to
the
help
books and the
you.
dices.
You like to show off that reading ability.
Right. Okay.
Use it
So
now
I'm
before it's
going
gone.
to. I think I can. All right. Here's what it is. This item symbolizes unrepentant evil. Creature that is neither good nor evil in alignment takes 66 necrotic damage upon touching a talisman. A good creature takes 86 necrotic damage. Either sort of creature takes the damage again each time it ends its turn holding or carrying the talisman. If you're an evil cleric or a paladin, you can use the talisman as a holy symbol, and you gain +2 bonus to spell attack rolls. And the talisman has 6 charges. You can use or expend a charge from the talisman to strike a creature on the ground within 120 feet of you. They have to make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw or fall into the fissure and be destroyed. Fun times. And he basically says, professional thieves took this from me. If you were to carry it, use a bag or some type of covering for your hands and you should be free. I would say to you, start in the docks area. Why don't you go look for Adrian Duchesne? He'll know where it is. And he just kind of chuckles. That would be a history roll, Adrian Duchesne. MacGuffin, you get, we'll just say you get a little bit of a bonus to this roll. Roll your history and I'll take a look. Tarn, yep.
What, I
Tarn
don't get
made it.
advantage? What
I don't think you made it, MacGuffin, on your roll.
Yeah.
All right, Tarn, and no, not Garrus. Okay. Ari, did you roll? Did I miss it?
No,
Digital dice hate me.
but
Okay.
roll.
Oh, okay. So all of you know that that Adrian Duchesne is the current leader of the Thieves Guild. Some of the information that you know about him is that he previously poisoned the last guild master for not doing enough to fight the dragon armies during the War of the Lance, and he actually employed the guild into guerrilla warfare against the dragon armies, and also recently he even helped employed thieves to help the fight against the Blue Ladies War when they attacked.
Is his last name, how's that spelled? Chagene?
Yeah, DU and then space Chagne.
Yeah, I know who his ancestor is, and I know who his ancestor, not his ancestor, his descendant is, and who his descendant is modeled after.
Correct. Yeah, that's I believe, isn't that the guy who ends up leading Palanthas during the Salamnic trilogy or whatever?
Right. So, a little real life history check here. It's interesting that the Rise of Solamnia trilogy has a few characters that are modeled after characters in the Bush administration. So Duke Crawford was modeled after George W. Bush, who had a ranch in Crawford. Duchesne, as you say, or I always said Duchesne, Dick Cheney.
Duchamp.
I like your pronunciation better.
I believe this is breaching our politics non-discussion time.
Yeah, I don't need no politics with my dungeon mastering. No, I'm
And
just
Captain Powell was named after Colin Powell. So anyway, that's not politics. That's just characters and.
You're cutting into my game time.
Sorry.
We're all friends here.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do you need a safe space, Chuck?
No, but you might when I go to Lee's Summit.
Get my exact
believe-
location out. Kansas City area, dude.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'll bring us back on track.
No creepy people out the window there. Woo.
So, guys, it sounds like this Thieves Guild guy, being a thief, he could be marginally bad, but it seems like he may be involved with stealing this talisman, so he could be a good guy. What do you guys want to do?
Let's talk to him.
Yeah,
Maybe he knows about your Kender.
I'm self-motivated because thieves are among thieves, so I might find more about this Kender thief. So I'd be willing to check it out, but I wouldn't want to help this guy.
A Kender, you're a thief.
Do we have to go over this again? Not all Kenders are thieves, but I'm trying to track one down. So I'm willing to go into the thieves' nest. So
let's be honest. This guy's gonna get his medallion back. Either we get it or someone else. At least we can catch a murderer.
Well, I'm thinking if we do find this thing, we don't exactly need to give it back to the guy. We didn't promise anything, really, except part of it.
He basically says, I'm right here. I hear you, Kender.
the Kender doesn't speak for us.
He actually just kind of chuckles and walks away over to where the altar is. And he leaves you, so we'll say he's about 20 feet off, so you guys, it's fine.
I like it.
Kender.
So what do you guys say? What do you guys want to do? I'm willing to go.
I'm not comfortable with this.
You're comfortable letting her just go free then?
No.
Then
That's
you're
not
coming
what I
along
said.
there, pretty boy.
Seems we have no other choice.
That's the first time you've been called pretty, Garrus.
No, it's not.
I'll vouch for that.
I have resting bovine face.
So you seem
I would say it's the lesser of two evils, but it's the ultimate evil, so who knows?
Literally the ultimate evil.
Yeah, so I'm thinking you might actually want to hunt this down so that we can destroy it, so that guy doesn't hear us. So we
That
can.
would be my impulse, yeah.
So it sounds to me like you should be joining us anyway to do some good.
It doesn't seem like there's a better option, so I will accompany you.
Yeah. And I got an 18 on a persuasion check. I hope that worked.
It's
I mean, when you're rolling checks against your own other characters, that I feel like conversation is going to be the better move there. But that's up to y'all. I don't know, Tim. Does an 18 work for you?
yeah, sure. Works just fine.
Well, we're burning daylight and time. Shall
Okay.
we
Well,
go?
he's just said the docks and bay area. That's a pretty wide. If you go to the map, which here I'll do that again. Okay, let's go back to the plant. The city. Okay. So you see where the docks is in the Bay of Brancala. That's a pretty wide. There's a number of buildings there. There are definitely seedy bars, women of ill repute or good repute, depending on your.
We should try the building with the arrow pointing to it that says Thieves Guild.
Wow, look at that map you have.
I gotta say, they aren't the best. I mean, they put up a freaking sign just pointing right to their domicile.
Like a big flashing neon sign.
You don't know where the Thieves Guild is. I mean, I realize that's what the map says.
Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild.
It's just an empty lot when you get there.
Yeah, no, curses
Eat
foiled again.
at Joe's.
My merchant is ruined, Ed.
Okay. I will say this, MacGuffin. You do know that the Thieves Guild, because occasionally Riven, your kind of your friend and boss who runs the maid shop, as you do as well, he occasionally deals with them as long as he knows that it's not something that's been stolen in a bad way or somebody was hurt for it to be stolen, but he's dealt with them. And you know that some of the Thieves Guild business, there is a bar there right in that docks area called sorry, let me look at my notes here. Sorry. Oh yeah, it's called the Smelly Pelican. It is not a nice bar. It's a real divey bar.
Good imagine.
So, guys, I suggest we look in the Smelly Pelican.
I do not know this joke.
Is that a place?
It's
Or
a
is
wine
that-
stink of some ill repute, yes.
It is a tavern. Do you comprehend what a tavern is?
MacGuffin, you know that if only one person dies there in an evening,
Well, hold on, you broke up. One person dies there in an evening, what?
I said if only one person dies at that tavern in an evening, it's a good day.
We should go to this place now.
Okay. Is that where you guys are heading?
Well, I'm
I'll
following
take
that
that
guy.
as
Yeah, if
All right. So,
without
Let's-
danger, there's no reward.
danger. Yeah, let me here.
I
Move
could
that
go to a
over.
donut shop and have the best reward ever, and there's no danger.
It's not a very big bar, as you can see.
What are you doing to me, Ed?
What did I do? I'm sorry.
Putting
Oh,
teeny
my.
tiny pictures up there. Let's see if I can blow it up
I
for
know. I'm sorry.
both of our viewers.
Not every map has to be huge. My bad. Hang on.
I think we just lost a viewer, man.
Oh, no,
Okay.
that seems fine. Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah,
have
we're
no
good.
idea how many are on.
Yes, viewers.
Okay.
That
You
work?
guys come into the bar. The first thing you hear, it just smells like sweat and old liquor. There is a bar here. There's a bartender sitting at the bar. There are two men. They look to be armed with rapiers, wearing Saudi clothing. There's a few Minotaur sailors over here drinking ale. There is a burly looking half ogre sitting at a table, and over in the corner there is a human man, decently dressed, and he seems to just be tending to himself. And then also there's some a couple of drunkards over here on the right hand side. Place stinks. It's not very well lit, but you're not getting any negatives.
So if I had to make an assumption here, and one should never make an assumption, my guess is the man in the corner is probably who we should talk to, and the big fellow in front of him is probably his bodyguard.
You've never met him, this guy.
Although it would be ironic if it was the other way around, wouldn't it?
I mentioned to our Minotaur party member, hey, there are two other Minotaurs there. Do you think you might be able to talk to them? Find out
I
what's
guess
going on?
I do
all
believe that
Minotaurs
I'm
know
able.
each other.
Yeah, we all know each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
we all went to high school together, so it's fine. Yeah. No,
Sorry to make assumptions like that.
No, I'm
No.
just picking at you. I'm totally just teasing.
Wow.
yeah.
We're like the most racist stream ever.
All right. I do go over and order an ale from the bar.
Why don't you move your? You want to move your dude?
I do not have control of it. You have to
That is-
assign control to me.
Super strange. Okay, hang on a second. You should have control, dude. I don't know why. Huh. That's
I
right.
seem to be the only one that can move.
okay. Let me
I
do
can
this
move mine.
again.
I got it.
You got him?
Yeah, you continue on. I'll take care of it.
Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know why that work didn't do the thing. It's kind of strange. Well, I can move you over to the bar. Okay. You're at the
Yeah.
bar.
Well, I am. I'm just gonna order a drink, and then I'm gonna come over here and greet my fellow Minotaur.
She just says 2 silver pieces for an ale.
Okay.
And he gives you an ale, and it's really decent. It's not bad
I've
ale.
been in jail for 6 months. I don't know if I have any coin.
Oh,
I'll pass him a coin. My bag.
okay. Why don't you guys move yourselves? Do you guys all have control of your tokens, or do I need to do something?
I do.
Yeah.
Mine.
I'll move behind him, hand him a coin.
Okay. Just a steel piece or something?
Yeah, one steel.
Yeah, a
piece.
steel piece will get 5 ales.
Never gotten money from a Kinder before. Usually works the other way.
Well, that's a misconception. If you study the Kinder race, you'll know that they have a proclivity to go for things that are shiny and attractive to themselves. I start going off for like 5 minutes here. Oh, man.
And I just walk off while you're still talking.
Somebody in the chat room just went moo.
Whoa, there's one. I
There's yours. I don't know why your token always makes it bigger.
don't know either.
I'm trying to see. Do you have control of that token now?
I do not. I have control over neither of them.
That is super strange. Let me fix that for you.
I was gonna say everyone's got control on that token right now.
Sorry. Hang on a sec.
Oh, you have it set to all players?
I don't know why your guy isn't. Your token doesn't seem to be assigned at all.
I can move him now. Sounds like I can move left and right.
Yeah.
Try-
that's just-
Try to
Weird.
move him.
Oh, now I've got it. Yay! Thank you.
all right, but I'm not seeing like any of your.
game form. That's a good time.
Huh. So for some odd reason, it wasn't saved. So let me save that. You should have your stuff on there now.
Well, won't it let me?
Um,
And try to put your hit points on there, Tim.
Yeah.
no,
I
so
got
you got to connect
I got
your.
it.
You got to connect it to your sheet though.
Well, I can. Okay, let me use this one. This one I pulled directly off of my sheet.
Okay, that's the
So,
one. All
this
right.
is the one, but you'll have
All
to
right,
resize it.
Yeah. All right. So I thought I did that. I don't know why it's not. Oh, jeez. All right, folks.
Good grief.
There we go.
Thank you.
It's still not showing your character sheet info.
Well, it's because you got to put it all in.
No, but it's not, for some reason it hasn't been assigned. I don't know why. So do that. That should be hit points. I got it. Hang on. Whoops. No. All right. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this.
I got it all. It should come on now.
Mhm.
There it is. Yep.
Cool.
All right, good.
All right. Okay, so you guys are in the bar. You have some drinks. What's the deal?
I do some small talk with these minotaurs and say,
So
where are
they
you
speak
from?
to
Are
you.
you on a
They
ship?
speak to you in Kothian. They say they're here just on a port call for the day. They're just they're returning back to Mythos. They were just delivering cargo.
Okay. All right. Well,
Doing all the Minotaur stuff.
right. Yeah.
Grumbling and sorry, maybe that was more like a mumble. I don't know.
I swear.
So,
I find somewhere to just kind of be out of the way because this is definitely not my preferred setting. So I'm just going to find somewhere to bit and kind of look around.
Okay. So, like I said, is you see two guys. They have rapiers at their belts. These guys over here, they're drinking at the bar, but they don't really seem to be drunk. The Minotaur sailors have been drinking heavily. So are the two drunks at this table. But these two guys over here, they're just kind of minding their own business. The guy on the corner table, he seems to be writing in a ledger. And then the big half ogre, he is really just, he's got eyes on all of you.
Mr. Kinder, you should just go say hi to him.
Me? Okay. So let's see. I'll just chumly walk over. Say, hi, my name's Ari Haversack. How are you?
As you go to walk over, the half ogre gets up and steps right in front of you.
Oh. Right in
It's
front?
like- yeah, sorry. He steps in front of you and breaks. What do you want?
Yeah. So, guys, what do we want? I'm here looking for the Thieves Guild.
Thieves Guild? There's no Thieves Guild here.
Shh,
Get
quiet.
out of here, Kender.
I'm looking for a big, bad Kender thief named, pull out my notes, Tassel Forefoot.
Never heard of him.
Really tough guy to find, and I'm wondering if you can help me. I need to find the Thieves Guild so that I can find out if he's like a part of them or if like he's not, so we can talk with him.
There ain't no Thieves Guild here. There ain't no Kender called whatever. Tasm Bottom Blowfoot. I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm glad Trampus is in here.
I needed this.
So, do I have anything I can use to basically see if he's lying?
Sure. That would be a skill check.
What was that?
That would be a skill check, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Perception check then?
Insight.
Insight. Yeah.
Insight? All right.
Mhm.
So, what do we got?
What did you roll? Let me look at that. Your insight was a 10. Let me see. You have no idea. He seems to be speaking the truth.
Ah, dang it. So I walk back, tell everyone what I know. It's like, I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I think we sent a Kender.
Just kind of watching and listening to the two of them are kind of trying to do it nonchalant. So like I'm not looking, I'm listening to them. I'm trying to look like I'm minding my own business, but I've just got an elven ear turned their way.
All right. I guess maybe a perception check. Is that what you're trying to do, or am I incorrect?
Sure. 22.
Oh yeah. So you overheard that weird exchange with the half ogre and Ari. I don't think you speak the Minotaur language, so you don't really know what Garrus is speaking to the other two Minotaurs about. The table to your right, where the drunkards are, they're not talking about anything that you find interesting. They're just two drunks going back and forth talking about how much money they lost gambling the night before. And then the other two people at the saying much. They're just kind of eyeing you and looking to. They look like they might be drinking, but they're. Everybody seems to be very suspicious
Them or of us?
of you. Yes.
Well, not all of us
Yes.
are the usual
Why?
clientele.
I'm gonna wander over and belly up to the bar. You got any dwarf
Here comes
spirits?
the belly.
Yep. 1 steel piece per, sir.
Slide in the steel piece.
He puts a jug on the table.
It's just from Kaelin.
How the hell do I know?
Better be. I paid the damn steel piece.
It's probably from the Barden.
Outsourcing. Your local source. Here, come on.
He just kind of shrugs and just tips the bottle towards you.
That's fine. Where? Anything exciting ever happened in this place?
I mean, somebody died yesterday.
That sounds kind of boring.
No, it was really cool. The guy they slit his throat, but then they kind of did like a necktie thing, and he goes and like explains how this guy gets. It was pretty interesting. I hadn't seen anybody murdered like that.
And what did the fella do?
He died.
What did he do though to deserve death?
He just he had some unpaid bills, and he kind of just trails off. And then the other 2 guys that are sitting at the bar kind of like sit up and give him a look, and he just goes to like he turns around and he starts scrubbing a glass, and the glass.
You're saying he deserved it.
He doesn't say anything.
Is that what you're saying?
He says nothing more to you.
Look at the 2 at the bar. Are they human?
Yeah, they are human. I mean, you guys can make some dice rolls here. Use your skills. You only get so much for role play.
I'm gonna slip the question into our conversation if they know someone by the name of Duchesne.
Oh, and so they kind of look, and he says that guy. They look at you, and
I'm trying to say it just to them, to where other people.
So the one that is closest to you, with his back towards the guy in the corner, he kind of like does this and gestures to the dude in the back corner. But they just say, they continue to talk about other things.
Okay.
And the guy, the other one next to you, is like, "You're not in trouble," he says in Kothi.
He says what?
He says in Kothi, and you're not going to start any trouble. This is not the place, brother.
Not purposely.
So those Minotaurs, they kind of like look at you, and they look at the rest of the party. They finish their ales, and they walk out.
Cowards.
The bar drinking. When all of a sudden I just reach over to the person left of me, grab his head and smash it into the bar.
Oh,
Say, all right. You can tell me.
Give me a strength check. Give me a strength check to see how well you do that.
A little drinking here, so.
Okay.
We'll leave it to the dwarf to start. Reroll it, and then you can just change the number to a 7.
You can change it too, Tim.
Oh, can I?
Yeah, I should be able to.
All right. This guy goes first. He draws a long sword and short sword, and he just moves here in front of his boss. The other guy, he put away his ledger, and he's just watching everything happen. Ari, your turn.
All right.
So you just saw Tarn slam this dude's head into the bar, and then they all start to pull weapons.
At this point, I think I'm gonna pull out my rapier and basically head over this way. Here, right
Okay.
next to this guy. This guy was the one that had his head banged in, right?
Correct. Are you going to poke him?
Well, I'm just gonna go over and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My friend here is a little bit too excited. And sneak attack.
Yep.
So,
Oh.
here, let's see, how do I do this? Do I just make an attack with my rapier?
Make an attack with your rapier, and then you can roll 6.
He's got a 10.
It rolls. Ugh.
Yeah, that's going to be a miss.
Okay. Ah.
All right. The
Do you-
spies
Never mind.
guy, or they're not really. They draw weapons. He is going to attack you. Turn. He is actually going to sneak attack you as well, because both of these guys are going to be attacking you.
That's fine.
Yeah, well, you started the fight. Never mind.
He accidentally slips and kills the bartender.
So it was yeah, I know 19 hits you. So let's do some damage. What the hell? Okay. It's terrible. So only 5 damage to you.
Only 5.
Okay,
All right.
Tarn, your turn.
The one I slammed to the head, now I'm bringing my battle axe up to see if I can inflict a little more pain and suffering.
Okay, so the guy who stabbed you was the dude behind you.
Dude, that's fine. I'm focusing on the guy that I just don't like at the bar.
Okay.
26
Oh, that's it.
for 9. And do we have spell slots or not?
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, you've got spells.
I'm gonna smite the guy.
Okay.
As one should.
And I'll add another, so 14 total.
So another 5 damage.
Yep.
Okay. He's definitely taking some damage. Okay. Aravan.
And I was gonna say
so your turn.
I have a bonus action,
Oh, okay.
and I have nothing I want to do right now with that. So, yep, go ahead, pass it on.
All right, Aravan, your turn. There's a fight at the bar.
All right. Well, since I'm not trying to really like blast up the place,
Also,
The-
you
the
should
guy
roll
that-
points.
yes,
I got you.
I might not have changed it on the sheet here. Okay.
No, it's okay. I took it.
The guy that got his head to the into the bar, trying to fling my boomerang.
All right. He is still up, but looking really hurt. You have anything else you're doing?
Ready? Let's see if I get any bonus actions or anything. No.
Okay.
They put.
Garrus.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to turn around and speak to the half ogre.
Okay. He's got 2
And-
weapons out, but he hasn't attacked you.
Right. And I have my axe in hand, but I'm not attacking anybody either. So I say I would like to speak to Mr. Duchesne.
Tell
So
your well,
You can go on to somebody else.
yeah.
Basically, I'm just
When I get to his
filling out.
initiative, I'll respond to you.
Okay.
MacGuffin.
By the way, my initiative should be a 7.
Oh, okay.
Not that
It's-
it matters
you-
here.
You're still last.
I was gonna say you roll the 4 first.
I'm going to come over here. Are the 2 drunk people, are they making any moves or no?
No, they're not making any moves. In fact, now they're just watching. They're watching what's happening at the bar and drinking, and it looks like they're starting to make bets to see who's going to get killed.
I'll go over
It
here
is a seedy bar. I told you it's seedy.
and I'm going to cast. Oh, come on. Why is that not clicking off of there? I'm going to cast Grease. And so I'm going to cast it. So it's 10 feet. So on the same square that the half ogre's on, and the square right here between me and him.
Do you want to try and here? Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Do I have to make a save?
It's a 10-foot box.
Okay, so we'll draw a shape. Like that.
You gotta go 10 feet further over. It's 10 by 10.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
gotcha. Here, I'll kill that one. And draw that, and it goes. Are you talking about like right here?
Let's see. Yeah, I basically want to leave it to where the Minotaur can get by, but to where he might get up and slip.
Okay, is this your grease gobber?
Sure. So I'm going to pull out my grease gun.
Okay. So what? Do they have to make a save immediately, or is it on their turn? I don't have it open.
It's either if they enter the square or enter the turn on it.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you've gotten grease all over that one drunk, and then all over the half ogre, and he's glaring at you.
I hand the drunk like a steel piece, and I'm saying, sorry about that. By the way, that's on me.
Okie dokie.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I just bet that I died?
So I'm just looking at it. Covers the ground in 10-foot square when the grease appears.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, so no, he does have to make a dexterity roll. Yeah, he's got to make a dexterity roll now, but all right. Since I'm the drunk is sitting down, I'm not going to make him make a save. And he fails that save. So he is prone. Anyway. All right, so you see the big half ogre on his butt, and he's just growling, and he's starting to curse. All right, MacGuffin, is that the end of your turn? Anything else you want to?
That's it.
Well, if he falls down on his turn, can I not just go ahead and move over to Duchesne anyway? Then, since I basically skipped my turn by talking.
Okay. Do you want to put? Are you saying you want to put yourself lower on the initiative?
Yeah, I mean
that's what you would have to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could just hold my action until the end.
Yeah, so I'm just going to put you at a 4 now.
All right, you can just switch me and Trampus if you want. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'll just say 3. Just do it that way.
Okay.
All right, cool. So you are not. All right, let me just change this.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. So do you want to? So you can move.
I'm just gonna walk right over here and
go ahead and speak. Do you want to speak at him?
All right.
Come seeking an item.
So Duchesne looks at you, looks at his ogre, looks at the fight going up. He raises his hand and he just says, "Stop now." And his men put their weapons down.
Put their weapons down.
Room.
His men put their weapons down. What are you guys? Of course. Sad. I don't want Salamnix dying. Bad for business.
The culprit escaped and is currently seeking sanctuary in the Temple of Takesis.
Of course she is.
Before we are allowed to enter the temple and apprehend her, we must retrieve an amulet that was stolen from the temple.
Oh, from that damn priest. Look, I don't work with collaborators. I don't work with followers of dark gods that want to destroy the city that they live in. So yeah,
Neither do I, typically.
and I don't think that man deserves what he has, and it'll make a good, it'll fetch a good price on the market. Why should I give it to you?
That I have no doubt. Only to bring another follower of darkness to justice.
One worse.
Eh, we don't know that yet.
Right now, I've killed 25 people.
Let's look at the evidence, Minotaur. Now, you see, I go on this long statistical thing.
Mr. MacGuffin, you are known to us. We've had dealings with your master, and I'm aware of your service in the. Do you vouch for these men? Or I'll say that loosely. Do you vouch for these people?
I do, sir. They fight for the city.
And what are you going to put up as collateral for this item that may or may not have been taken?
We have a Kinder.
I need no Kinder. You just go out in the street. I have Kinder working for me, but not this one.
What? Who? I'd like to know. So I basically walk over to him and go like, really? What kind of thieves are there? I want names. Tell me. I'm willing to pay for a little bit of information. I need to know.
Well, sir, if you want to pay for information, that's a whole other ball game. But let's finish our current business at hand.
Okay. But we're not done talking. Because I
Very
asked
well.
in front of the Thieves Guild and you didn't say anything. So we're going to talk later.
Can you clean up that mess that you put all over my floor?
I look at the gnome.
My apologies.
Actually, no, he can't.
I feel like it just.
It'll be there for a minute.
I go from blow to suck.
I don't know how to. Okay. I don't know where we're going here.
What kind of game is
Baseballs. I just reversed it a little.
Yeah. No, but you know that it will disappear in the matter of 40 more seconds.
So basically, I figure I can dismiss the spell somehow, but I'm not certain what an artificer way of doing that would be. Just I clean it up.
I think it'll just disappear. You could just tell him that, and he'll be fine.
It'll disappear in about 39.8 seconds.
Fine. Like I said,
Concerned where I got this wristwatch from.
this item is worth a lot of money, and you're wanting to give it back to that nasty priest?
Trust me, you don't want this piece of this particular magic item.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell it. You're right.
But if you do, someone else could get hurt. This thing is evil and can cause a lot of damage. Don't even touch it. Don't even begin to touch it.
So give it back to the evil person that I stole.
Hold on. You got it from him once, didn't you?
Yes.
You're
Not me specifically, but yes.
You've got talent, right?
I employ talent. Yes.
So if we bring it back to him, we get the bad guy. You send another person in to get it. Is it really any harm, any foul there?
Yes, I lose money.
How are you losing money?
Time is money.
Time is not money. You work for the city. You're a good man at heart.
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, I don't think people who work for the government are good men at heart.
He doesn't work for the government, okay? He works for the thieves.
That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts.
But your persuasion was pretty damn good, actually.
I'm just jabbing at it there, really.
He just kind of looks at you squinty-eyed, but the corners of his mouth play as he's trying to hide a grin. I've been known to help the city from time to time. more recently against, well, all of the attacks. But still, say I were to let you borrow this item, I still would be getting nothing for nothing. Where am I coming out on top of it?
You get the chance to train a few more thieves on how to steal from Takesis.
Hold on.
Dude, your persuasion check was pretty good, but not that good.
Let me ask you this. Do you know of any other way into that temple other than by the Dark Queen's blessing?
Not specifically, no.
That is an excellent question. If you were able to get inside before.
Let me ask you another question, sir. Under the city, there are sewers, and surely one would go under said temple, and certainly a man like you would have a map.
Yes. There's a secret entrance. We were able to steal it.
Well,
If you want that information, you'll have it.
Oh, how much?
How much you got?
Go up to Tarn. It's like, okay, let's give him one steel piece, and then we'll start from there. What do you think?
I don't think he'll go for it.
you all realize he's right here.
You know what?
right?
Tell you what. This is on the house. This is on the house. I'll have my buddy, he once the grease dissipates, the half ogre gets up and he's still growling. And he's like, Grim, give him the map. So they basically give you he gives you a small map of that section of the sewer that will give you access to back access to the temple. It will be smelly, but it looks like it'll work. He's like, on the house, don't come back here again. And I'm definitely not giving you.
I find
Enough
that
for me?
acceptable.
I'm gonna launch into a quick soliloquy. It's like, but I'm looking for the tracking Tasselhoff Burfoot. I need to track him down and return this ring that he stole. So
He brings you over. He brings you over to his table, and he's like, Tasselhoff Burfoot hasn't been here. We know who he is. He's had dealings with us. The man goes and pleases. Well, the Kender goes and pleases, probably much like you. Last time he was seen here was probably 3 months ago.
Oh, okay. I go into a description. I want a visual description of him. What was
He tells you exactly what he looks like. Brown hair. Yeah. We all know what Taz looks like. He gives you a great description of him.
Great. All right.
And then he says, that's 10 steel pieces.
Oh, damn it. All right. I pull out 10 steel coins and give it to him.
Very well.
All right. So I walk away and ask Mike,
Easy come, easy go.
All right.
what do you guys want to do next?
Hold on. Before we leave, I'm going to give 5 steel pieces to this guy and say, I know you didn't ask for anything, but thank you. This means a great deal to me.
Try not to get killed.
I'll try. I'm not quite certain what I've gotten myself into, but something big's afoot.
Okay. So he basically, but he's like,
And speaking of getting,
yes. What did you say, Chuck? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
oh, sorry, I was letting
okay.
you go.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Obviously, other than fight.
Oh, I just want to look at the half ogre and say,
He just
Well,
growls at you.
and yeah, it was. He hates ogres, and not really sure about this half ogre guy, but he wanted to fight him, but he didn't have to.
One more piece of advice for you. Talk to the head. When you have patsies like these two pointing at the bar, make them look a little less obvious.
Noted. Now get the hell out of here.
My hope is that I at least have maintained a friendship with this guy, or relationship.
No, you guys are fine, really. I mean, nobody died. Obviously, one of his lackeys got injured pretty badly, but no one was killed. They made a little bit of steel.
And
I mean, it's
people
fine.
got a chuckle watching the half ogre go down.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That guy would have been a fight.
That
I'll
was
because
walk over and
you guys. Go ahead.
pick my boomerang up off the ground and kind of tap the guy on the head with it. I'm like, out for
Yeah,
the
he's just
simple
like-
things.
Yeah, he's nursing himself in his drink at this point. The bartender is giving him a rag, and he's kind of like, he's trying to clean up the blood that's all over. But you guys now have a map, pretty much access to the sewers. You can go behind that, towards into the city. It's not hard to get there. The real question is, do you want to do it in the middle of the daytime?
Yes.
See, yeah, I'm thinking so too, because I don't know. It's always better to go into Lord Sauce Castle in the daytime rather than at night, right?
This isn't
Lord
necessarily an
Sauce Castle?
undead castle.
I know, but it is kind of a dark and evil place.
Well, what if we scout it out for an hour or two to see if it's being watched?
Okay. You guys could take a short rest too if you wanted.
We could also talk to the authorities and let them know what's going on, since they're probably just now catching up.
Okay. Well, if you want to travel back to the library, it's about a mile back.
To me, I'd rather take a short rest outside the sewers.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I mean, there's access to the sewers on most of the streets. We'll just say you go find a side street, and I would say you've got Tarn, you've got tools, right? Something just to get a manhole cover and pop it up.
Yep.
Oh, Trampus, did we lose you? Okay.
Nope. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, sounds good. You guys are able, if you want to take a short rest and recharge your jets, I don't think nobody's hurt really to do so. I don't know if there's anything you need to do.
Spell slot. So for the first bet, could definitely use a short rest before we go into danger.
Okay. We'll say you took a short rest. I'm not going to break up game by, leveling at this moment, but you did make enough off that XP to level. Everybody's third level, which is always enjoyable.
So we got a short rest in.
Yeah. I'll say you guys took a short rest and then went into the sewers. Who has torches? Any type of light? Because it's dark in there.
I bring out
Also,
my rod.
there's no... Oh, do you? Good.
Yeah, I have 10 torches. I'll pass them around if anyone wants to hold
Torches, that's a terrible idea.
them.
Gas pockets.
I have a device I think will work for this. I pull out basically a flashlight. Or I guess it looks like a lantern, but it's not flame, it's the light spell.
Okay. Trampus, can you... Well, I'm not really that right. Okay, so you've got the light. You go into the sewers. You follow the map. It smells really, really bad. You occasionally pass by some oversized rats, but for the most part, it's mostly safe. The Palantis sewers are well made, and you don't have any issues. You're able to find on this map, a grate that actually had been, seems to be on hinges. Like the Thieves Guild probably has been in and out of that temple a number of times. So I will now get us to a point. Let me go on the map.
Yep.
Mute your phones.
It was muted. It's just that my alarm went off.
Navigator tool. I don't know if that will help at all.
What is it?
I am proficient with Navigator tools. I don't know if that will help read a map of
Yeah.
tunnels. But
I'm not really gonna make you. I feel like you followed the map. You're fine. That's cool. Like I'm not gonna make you make any changes.
Navigator's tools. When I think of that, I think about people on ships, looking up at the stars and mapping them for
Yeah, that was my
location.
thought
Yeah.
as well.
Like a compass and yeah.
All right, I'm going to move your guys because you come at this rate.
What is it? Not a compass.
Ooh. Okay. So you guys come out of the sewer grate. You're over here on this corner of the map. I hope everybody can see. And what you're looking at is underground. These are columns, these little black things. And a long passageway goes this way to another altar. But you see at that altar, it looks to be some kind of circle that's glowing blue, and it would be an Arcana check to know what that is.
I'm on it.
all right. I do have an advantage on Arcana checks.
Okay. 13 won't do it.
Whoa, MacGuffin
Oh, man.
Natural
just
20.
nat 20 to it.
MacGuffin, that is a teleportation circle.
That's a teleportation circle. I've read about these. Hydrodynamics.
So everybody else, you can also give me perception checks.
Perception check.
Correct. So like any creepy temple, along the walls over here, you're noticing what looks to be like statues that look like gargoyles.
Well, I think our quarry has flown through the blue circle.
That is most likely.
Well, should we follow?
Oops, that's not.
Okay, let's go home, everybody.
What's wrong?
What?
We can follow,
Again.
but we have no idea what's on the other end. We don't know where we could land up.
Darn, where's your sense of adventure there, MacGuffin?
Well, he's standing over there with his hand on my pocket.
Well,
I'm working
guys,
on your. I'm
I
working
can
on your
try-
guy.
in.
Hang on a second.
Maybe if there are any bad guys here, maybe I can scout them out and see if they're going to move. I don't trust the gargoyles, but I can go in a little bit and maybe draw their fire and bring them back out, and you guys set yourselves up to do what you need to do. 29, and I'll sneak over here. Do I see anything interesting out of this pile? Like, it looks like a desk. Anything special?
No, I mean nothing. Hang on a second. Yeah. So there's like an old a prayer book, some other candles and incense.
Hmm.
Anyone else?
I'm just covering the Kender.
Okay.
In case he gets attacked, I'll be able to help him.
Well, how about we do this? I'll just say that we call it here at this encounter, and by next time here in a month from now, we'll be able to hopefully not have these issues or have some workarounds. No, I'm okay with stopping here, guys. I had fun. I hope you guys had fun. I know we're going a little short, but I think it's an okay place to stop.
Hello.
It's nice. It's like a cliffhanger.
Yeah. So you're in the Temple of Takesis. Bunch of gargoyles are attacking you. Fun times.
I did.
All right. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate you tuning in tonight, and a better job next month.